I'm Diana Rosa, and I am with Matt Manroe, who is the executive director of the Mustang Champions. And
Correct.
actually, yeah, there are two different things. There's a Mustang Challenge and there's the Mustang Classic. So maybe
Right.
you want to just talk about, first of all, how you got involved with horses and how that brought you from there to where you are right now.
Right. So in ninth grade, we moved from Houston to Austin, Texas, and my sister is a English trainer coach in Austin, and I really had nothing to do. And she said, "You're coming with me." I was like, "Okay." You're going to learn to clean stalls. You're going to learn to tack horses, groom horses, and that was the beginning of my English writing career. So all day long, every summer day, I grew into training and competing. We used to get thoroughbreds off the racetrack and train them to jump. And so that was kind of my experience in really starting to work with horses and work three, four, or five horses a day every day of the year. And that probably lasted until I was like 18, 19 years old. Um, love horses. Great. I was an advertising creative person. I was an art director in ad agencies, did a lot of television commercial production and design of campaigns. So what I'm doing now is really a compilation of those two careers, taking my horse equine experience and my marketing experience and bringing those together to help our government, help the Wild Horse and Burro program with the Bureau of Land Management, help get horses that are in holding that have been gathered off the range, help get them adopted.
Wow. Well, that certainly is a great thing because that's what we need. We can't be just one. We have to be multiple personalities there that really can bring our whatever we're doing to the forefront. So I want you to zero in now on the Mustang Classic, but I know there's also a champion. So explain the difference between the two, and then let's talk about the Classic.
So a group of us that used to produce Mustang competitions got back together and we submitted a proposal for a government grant to do an education program and do two new national Mustang competitions. A new Western discipline competition that's going to be in South Point Arena, Las Vegas. If you haven't been there, you need to go. It is a beautiful, beautiful venue. Uh, $50,000 to the champion of that competition. It's going to be July 11 through 13 this summer. And then the first of its kind English discipline competition. And I'm really excited about it because of my background of jumping horses. So the Mustang Classic is going to be in Rolex Stadium, Kentucky Horse Park, Lexington, Kentucky, this September 13 through 15. The finals event will be freestyle, which I think will be interesting for people who ride in the English discipline. We're going to have it at Sunday noon. So we're going to do a formal brunch. If you want to be a VIP at our event, come dress in your derby best and come to our brunch and watch the finals competition. And the idea of I've been to Rolex Stadium a couple of times and seen international Grand Prix competitions that are fantastic, fantastic. And the idea that we get to showcase Mustangs that are $125 horses in Rolex Stadium makes me very, very proud. And I'm really anxious to see how the competition, how it goes, what people are able to do to showcase Mustangs in a venue that they rightfully deserve.
No, I totally agree with you. Can you talk a little bit about the process? What is it that they did first? How much time did they have to get to there, from there to where they are now? And what is it that you generally are looking forward to seeing after they've taken this horse that's just a little over $100 and now being able to showcase it?
So there's some things that we learned from having put on Mustang competitions in the past. We're trying to give people absolutely as much time to train to compete as possible. So you had the ability to start adopting or purchasing your Mustang last September, and you have till June 1 of this year. So if someone had adopted early on, that would have given them about 11 months to get ready for competition. We're trying to raise the prize money, 50,000 to the champion, 125,000 is the total purse. There's money in every class. We're trying to encourage people that wouldn't normally work with a Mustang to get a Mustang and come compete. You pick your own horse. It's not a random draw. That is something that was a part of an event in the past. You do not auction your horse off at the end. That is also different from what we had done before. We're trying to encourage better training techniques. There's curriculum on our website. You take kind of like an online driver's test as part of your entry to answer questions about gentling and training a Mustang. That's a little different. And then, of course, these venues that we have placed the competitions in, we are trying to raise the profile of those venues just to put them in the same arenas as some of the best horses in the world to, again, tell the story of just how great a Mustang can be. It will be very interesting to watch. In the English competition, we are going to have dressage, show jumping, arena cross country, which I personally have not seen live before, and working equitation that I'm personally not very educated in. So it's going to be really interesting to see some of these new events and the combination of try to kind of make it a 3-day format. Many times dressage people don't jump, and people who jump don't necessarily do a lot of dressage. So it's also kind of crossing these disciplines, and I think it will be an interesting kind of a camaraderie amongst the people that compete as to who's really better at what on their $125 horses.
Well, thank you so much. I'm inspired. If I were back in the days when I did train horses, I would love to do something like this. So, again, thank you for joining me. Do you have any last words you'd like to say?
Please come to Rolex Stadium this September 13 through 15 and watch some Mustangs.
Absolutely. We want everyone to join us. And I am Diana DeRosa reporting for the Equus Television Network.